So first you want to start with a ball of masa. So you get the ball of masa. And I'm always using the water. This is what the water you guys see here is for. It's just to, I use gloves, but at home you'll have your regular hands. So it's just for the masa. It does not stick to your hands because as it gets drier, and the masa starts to stick. So as it starts, you'll start to feel your masa. If it's not as moist and a little too hard, you want to add water to it. So from here, we're gonna make the ball, and then you're gonna use both of your hands. So from here, I'm using my thumbs to pinch and turn. And as I'm turning, I'm using my other hand to keep on moving it. And you're gonna get this little hat. So once we get to this point, we're gonna smash the little hat. So we're gonna use our hand to kind of make it into like a bowl. So we're kind of have a little shape. So now it looks like this. So what we're doing is we're gonna now take the cheese. Now the thing with the cheese, I always say, if you feel like you don't have enough, it isn't enough. You want more. And I like to have a lot of cheese. So basically we're gonna spread the cheese all over the layer of the tortilla. So you guys see, it's all the way around. Then you get your beans, as much beans as you want. Like I said, every pupusa is like a snowflake. You know, they're never the same. So you got more chicharron, or more beans, or more cheese, or more chicharrones and a little bit of beans. But that's how it comes out. See, then I just put the chicharron right on top. And then for this step, this is the hardest one. This is the one that people struggle with. So I'm using this hand. I'm putting the left hand, my weak hand, to have my pupusa, and I'm using my strong hand to shape the pupusa to start pulling it up. And as I'm pulling it, I'm shifting the pupusa around. But I'm pinching the top so that the excess masa, you guys can see the excess masa, it starts to form on the top. And then we're gonna close up your pupusa, and then your little excess, just throw back into your masa. So from here, this is where I like to coat my hands with water, because this is where it starts to get a little stickier. So we're gonna coat your hands with water, and we're gonna go back to step one. And what we're doing here is we're pushing the material to the edges so you don't have too much of masa on the wall. And then from here, I'm coating my hand again with water so it doesn't stick. And then, you know, you're gonna start to push the pupusa down, and you're gonna toss it back and forth from your hands. And then if you notice it's starting to open up, just use your hands to fill in. And then we got our pupusa. First one was the original traditional way, you know, where you're using our hands. Now that method is pretty hard for some people. That's like where it gets hard, where it's, you know, you don't get it stick. So I'm gonna show you a little adjustment that I did. You know, I took every step that my grandma taught me. So we're gonna go with the same step. We get the ball in our hand. Okay guys, and I'm coating again with water. And from here, I'm going to do the same method, where I'm using my hand and my thumbs to shape this into a little bowl. Little hat, sorry. And then from here, we go to the bowl, or we start smashing the hand. But using this hat, you're kind of cupping it so you have a little shape to the tortilla. So once again, we got the little mini bowl. We're gonna start adding cheese. And like I said, if you feel like you don't have enough, put more. Never can go wrong with too much cheese. So like I said, right here I'm just going all the way around so that the layer is finished. Then once again we're gonna go to the beans. And then we'll go to the chicharron. Then I'm gonna coat my hand again, because we're gonna go back to the method, we're gonna start closing it up. So as you keep on turning it, once again you get the little excess. And then we go back to step one again. After the ball, we start using our hands to make the little hat. You're using this hand to kind of control the edge of the pupusa, and then you're using your thumbs to push the material out. Now this is the method where it gets different for me. From here, I get a piece of wax paper, or I get a piece of saran wrap, whatever works for you, or what you have available. You can also use a plastic bag if you have that available. And you're gonna put the pupusa right on top like this, and I'm gonna be shaping it, and I'm pushing from the middle, and I'm pushing outwards. And I feel like it's getting sticky, so I'm gonna wet my hands. And I got my hands wet again, and as you see, I'm just turning it, and I'm shaping the pupusa. I'm pushing from the middle, and I'm pushing outwards. And then I'm using the saran wrap to move my pupusa. I'm still kind of controlling the edges. You still want the edges to be really thin. And you want to always make sure you're shaping it, and then you're pushing from the middle to the outside. And that's the other method. And like I said, guys, we're doing this because we're going to do the kits again, and so this video will be available. We'll leave it on our IG story and also our website. So if you guys get the kit, the video will be up for you, so you guys have the action. You can slow down, but there it is, guys.